And we are back with another episode of the Watch&Cut channel. So we got another knife to look at today. So I got this knife recently, and I must say, this was such a cool idea. Man, I really like this knife. If you're an Emerson person, you'll probably get it. You probably heard of this. This is the COM-SEVEN.
That's what she said. Ha! I don't get it.
In stonewash finish.
Seductive.
This knife, made in the USA by Ernie Emerson company. I'm sure he didn't make this particular knife. And yeah, right here in California, where I'm at. Actually, Emerson Knives is only 15 minutes away from where I work. So I actually drove and picked up this knife. I bought it online. But here it is. This is the COM-SEVEN. Now, the reason why I said this is such a cool idea, because if you're an Emerson person, you already know that this knife is a bit unusual. It's a mixture of two knives. It's a mixture of a Commander, and it's a mixture of a CQC-7. Now, you can really see the CQC-7 handle right here with the Commander blade. And it's actually more like the mini Commander, because the Commander is a bit more of a sizable knife. So they kind of scaled this down and then brought this handle. Now, at first, I kind of thought this was something that they just happened to do in their garage back there, where they just took a mini Commander blade and put it on a CQC-7 handle. It just happened to fit. But as I noticed, because I have a CQC-7, the handle's actually different. So this knife was actually completely made from the drawing board, and but just kind of a mashup, which I thought was really quite interesting. So now that's one thing that's pretty cool about it. The other thing is most of these knives from Emerson are made in 154 cm. That's just the steel he likes to use. It's between like a 57 to 59 HRC or something like that. Very easy to resharpen. It's kind of like easy to sharpen on the field, on the fly. That's why he likes this stuff. So when I looked at the blade steel on this one, he actually did something different with these, and they're actually in CPM Magnacut, which I thought was kind of nuts for Emerson knives.
Ooh la la.
They never really kind of jump on the steel bandwagon. They just like what they've been doing. It works. And every so now and then, there's a couple knives that I saw. Like, for example, this guy right here is the Sheepdog. This was an Action Concept exclusive. And this one came in S35VN. And that blew my mind. Like, big time. But this one is in CPM Magnacut for some reason. Not like he started his whole line in that steel. I don't know if he's testing the waters or what he's doing, but keep doing this. This is cool. So anyways, very beautiful knife. I just have never liked recurves for one simple reason. It's not that I don't find them attractive. As a matter of fact, I find them very functional and very attractive. Every man loves good curves. But the problem is when you need to resharpen them, they're a little bit more tricky than these kind of flat edge knives, which is just a little bit of an adjustment. So, but this is cool. It's got the wave like the typical Emerson knives do. I don't think you can buy it in any other configuration than this, unless he made a few customs or something like that. But yeah, this is the COM-SEVEN. So I really like that. Now, some of the differences that I did notice from the CQC-7, you can see that the handle on the back here is a lot more of a hook. You got a bit more rounding right here. Also on the front end, this is kind of more of a neutral handle. This one's got a bit more of a bow right here and a bit more of a guard. So I actually like the way that they did this handle. It's almost like a perfect CQC-7. And the reason why I say that is just because with the belly of this right here, it just becomes a really nice cutting edge. It just grabs on material. As you pull it through, it just goes with ease. Has a nice long surface area, longer cutting edge than this guy right here, for example, just because of the curves and everything else. So there's a lot of pluses to it. Very cool knife, very pocketable. Another thing that I wanted to mention, by the way, is that most Emersons have like lock stick. This is kind of like a typical Emerson thing, like, and I've come to embrace it and accept it. As you can see, I'm still buying Emersons and talking about how much I like them. But for some reason lately, their stuff has gotten a lot better. No knock to Emerson. Again, it's just every knife company has their characteristics, but nothing. Yeah. Now this one, I kind of centered this one. I put actually bronze washers on it. So this one's centered pretty well. Sometimes some of the Emersons I get aren't perfectly centered, but this one is pretty much dead on. So where I'm getting at here is I think Emerson has been stepping up their QC or paying attention more, or their employees are getting more seasoned, whatever it is. I've noticed it in the last 3 or 4 or 5 knives I bought from them, and I like it. Keep it up, guys. You guys are doing really well. So yeah, that's gonna be the COM-7. What do you guys think? Do you guys have one of these? Should Emerson continue to follow the trend with Magnacut? Or find some more new super steel that may come out in the future? I don't know. Anyways, guys, make sure you like the channel. Make sure you subscribe to me. Leave comments down below. Tell me what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video. And this is Alex from the Watch and Cut channel, out for the evening.